Let's keep adding on to the recipe plugin. The next thing we want to do is create one of these dashboard widgets on the WordPress admin page. A lot of plugins add dashboard widgets to provide more info about the plugin itself or the data it provides. It's perfect for adding a little news widget feed so users can be kept up to date with your plugin. Let's create one ourselves. The widget we'll create will provide the latest 5 ratings. Inside the main plugin file, add an action hook called WP Dashboard Setup. The function to call is add dashboard widgets. Create a file in the admin folder named dashboard-widgets.php and define the function here. As always, make sure to include this file from the main plugin file. Creating a dashboard widget is really easy. You only have to call one function, which is the WP add dashboard widget function. There are 3 parameters we need to set. First is the slug, which can be thought of as a unique ID. Set this to our latest recipe rating widget. The second parameter is the title of our widget. Set this to latest recipe ratings. The last parameter is the function to call, which will display the contents of the widget. Set this to our latest recipe rating display. In the same file, let's define the display function. We want the widget to display the 5 latest ratings. To do this, we'll need the WPDB global object. Create a variable called latest ratings that will be set to the value returned by the getResults method of the WPDB object. The query we'll be using will simply select all the data in the recipe ratings recipe. To get the latest entries, we have to set the order by for the ID column in descending order. Lastly, limit the amount of results returned by 5. Next, echo out some UL tags, and in between these tags we'll run a for each loop that will loop through the latest ratings array. The getResults method will return an array of results. Each item in the array will be an object. Now I'm going to create 2 variables for the title and permalink. To get these values, we can use the functions getTheTitle and getThePermalink, which will return the values we need about a particular post. Notice that we're using these functions inside a plugin and outside of the loop. To use these functions properly, we have to pass in the post ID. We can get the ID by accessing the recipe ID property from the rating object. This is where we stored the post ID. Lastly, I'm just going to paste in some HTML. Nothing special going on in here. I'm just echoing out the values and displaying a message that informs the user about which recipe received a rating and the rating itself. Save your changes and let's view the admin dashboard again. We will now see our latest recipe widget along with the latest ratings. If you don't see any ratings, then try rating a recipe and come back to this page.